The 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic is being brought to you by BTL Foundation, the Cicero family, HFM Financial, Jersey Mike's, and the Platinum Dining Group. And we welcome you to the 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic here from the Chase Fieldhouse in Wilmington, Delaware, as we get set for Game 3 of 6 today. The Odessa Ducks and the Appoquinimink Jaguars doing battle here in this one today. As you look at the schedule, we've had 2 games already today. This is Game 3. We got a host of really good ones coming up here with Ursula and Imhotep Charter. St. Elizabeth's versus Howard at 6, and then Salesianum and Sanford closes it out tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. Welcome, everyone, here today on an awesome day of basketball and a great cause for the SL24 Unlock the Light Foundation. Mike Corey, Barnett Harris, Declan Landis. Great to see you guys. How's it going?
It's great. It's amazing. I'm ready for some high-paced action, some high flyers, and some great basketball.
So far, so good here today, Declan.
Yeah, some great teams taking the floor already, and for such a good cause, it's really a special weekend.
All right, let's talk about how we can donate here. That's the reason we're here this weekend from yesterday's 2 games and the 6 games today. Visit unlockthelight.com/donate. GiveButter.com/SL24 Classic, or you can scan this QR code with your phone now to help the SL24 Foundation. And we're looking forward to hearing the grand total. That's coming up tonight in the 8 o'clock game as the co-founder of the SL24 Foundation, Chris Locke, will join us. And we were just talking to him earlier, Barnett. Going to be over $2 million. We know that. In the 6th year of this tournament. That's pretty incredible.
Just incredible, just amazing, and I'm so honored and privileged to play a small role, a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely, and all of it going to such a great cause, people struggling with mental health, and to have Sean's name attached to such a beautiful thing. I mean, to do this in memory of him is so important.
Just underway in this game here today with Appoquinimink controlling on offense, and Caleb Raifa has it right now. Taking it right to the hole. And rebounded by Odessa and Amari Winnington. Feel like we've got some fast-paced games coming up here, guys, right? In this, starting with this one here today.
And some meaningful games as well. Some of the best teams in the state taking the hardwood here. And it's going to be so important to see the results of this game.
Dylan Griffith right to the hole for Appoquinimink, and he scores it. And the Jaguars are on the board first.
I like it, Mike, and what I'm seeing right now is both teams are playing really loose, playing really free. They're not really running plays to start off this game. They're trusting their players to go out there and hoop, and that's my kind of basketball.
Odessa with it right now. Here is Dyson Scott. Knocked out of his hands, stays with it, and gets it over for Jordan Earl. Wilborn misses. And Griffith has it for Appoquinimink. In a post, Brandon Winnington. They work it back out to Daniel Harvey. How about the silent, or the online auction, I should say, and it's awesome this year. Basket and a foul. Appoquinimink, 4-0 chance of the three-point play. We got over 85 items this year and a lot of great autographed jerseys as well.
I got a bid on a couple. I have been unfortunate so far after, I guess, 4 or 5 years, but maybe this would be my year.
And no better time than the present. And there's so many, you know, whether it's the memorabilia. We've been talking all day, Mike, about the 8 island vacations that,
yes,
you know, would change, you know, my vacation plans. I would cancel everything.
We got to get on one of those. How about Daniel Harvey with a basket and the foul for Appoquinimink? And he caps off the three-point play. The foul was on Whittington for Odessa, who picks up his first. And 2 minutes gone by here in the first quarter. Apple's defense as well, too, Barnett. They've got a couple of hands into the passing lanes early.
And they are pushing the pace, and I like it. They trust in the people who gets the turnovers or gets the rebounds to push the pace. And Harvey's off to a really good start. He's aggressive. He's attacking the hoop, and he's now drawn 2 straight fouls.
It's an aggressive take, and it's keeping the defense on their heels. They don't know what to expect. Good things happen when you get downhill and you get to the rim, and Appo's really setting the tone on both ends, just trying to go fast and keep the pace up.
Harvey's got a chance to complete Oh, they're going to call it 2 shots. So it's a 2-shot foul, and we got a timeout here. So one more coming, 5-0 Appoquinimink, 5:53 to play in the first quarter.
Now, if I'm Odessa, in this timeout, I'm telling my players, settle down. There's a lot of energy in the building. You're excited. Settle down. Let's run our plays. Let's draw up something that we know is a surefire play we feel very confident in, just to see something go through the hoop. And I'm telling them to sprint back. Appo wants to push the pace. We have furthest guy from the hoop, sprint back, stop the fast pace, make them run something.
Absolutely. And it's like you said, you've got to try and take back some of this momentum here. You don't want a good team like Appo taking a 5-0 run and sort of controlling the pace of play. You've got to slow them down, maybe set up here in the half court and just get an easy bucket. There's no shot clock. There's no pressure to force one like we saw in the mid-range on the last possession. Find your opportunities, take advantage of it.
So Harvey able to knock down 1 of 2. Like you said, Barnett, off to the fast start, has been all over the place offensively and defensively for Appo here. This is Berticow, puts up the shot, no good. Getting in there for the offensive rebounds, Jordan Earl. Wild runner, no. Another offensive board, Wilborn. That one rolls off. And Appoquinimink somehow comes out of the pack with it with Riley Busby. Great rebound there. Raifa. Offensive board, Appo. The putback, that's no good. It was Brandon Winnington. Pretty aggressive here early.
Really is. Appo got into their set. They got a second chance at the hoop, but it just didn't come through.
That was a great pass, too, from Jordan Earl.
Yeah, and 3 easy looks and just rimming out. You got to imagine those will fall if they keep getting the opportunities, but you got to convert on the easy buckets, especially this early in the game.
You see the note about Sean's house? Visit him on Facebook and Instagram. And the thing about this entire organization, Barnett, we know about Sean's house. It's expanding, right? And there's now Sean's rooms, okay, at St. Mark's High School, at the warehouse in Wilmington, and soon to be at St. George's High School as well. Let's talk about that for a moment, what that means.
It's amazing. It just shows you how the next generation, the youth, the young people are really open and willing to attack the stigma and just aggressively be willing to talk about their mental health, and going as far as to say we need one at our school. We need to devote our resources to this community, not just in Sean's house. We want one here. We want one at our school, so our students and the people in our school district can have these resources as well.
And it's more than just the rooms, too. The school visits mean so much. I remember my senior year, Mr. Locke came in, spoke to the entire student body, and it opened up so many conversations. So many people that weren't necessarily open and honest about their struggles or needing help were more willing because they heard about other experiences. And I feel like that's so important, and such an underrated part of these rooms is that now people have that safe space in a place where maybe they didn't feel safe initially.
Odessa working the other way on the runner. It was Jordan Earl. It's not there. The offensive rebound. Finally, the putback. Count it and the foul. It was Tyshawn Wilborn that scores it. And a chance for the three-point play. And finally, Odessa is on the board here 4.5 minutes into this first quarter.
But, Mike, the important thing about that is after that timeout and that one made free throw by Harvey, while Odessa didn't score, they didn't give up any points.
Right.
So it was 6-0, and they were able to get the stops, and they finally saw something go through the hoop, and that may spark, just seeing something get that confidence with you.
Yeah, and then making their own opportunities as well. You know, when the first one doesn't fall, it's crashing the boards, getting that offensive rebound, stealing possessions. That's going to be so key when two teams are so closely contested.
No, that's good points, guys, because, you know, if you're not scoring for 4.5 minutes, you think, oh, geez, I could be down double digits here. But they kept it right in, and they're only down by 3. Here's a 3 from Busby. It's good. Riley Busby knocks it down for Appoquinimink.
He shot that from Dame Lillard range, Mike.
And he knew, too, immediately off the hands he was celebrating. When a guy like that is confident, you got to watch out the rest of the day.
The junior has put the Jaguars up 6, and another whistle to foul, and it's going to be Earl to the free throw line for a pair here for Odessa.
One thing I'm seeing about this Odessa team is when they get into their set and they're running their plays, they're getting open shots or they're drawing fouls.
Yeah.
So their plays are working and the team is selfless and they're passing. As Earl makes the first. So that's good. It shows you maybe they don't need to run that fast pace and they can get into their plays and their sets because they're executing so far. As Earl makes another one and then allows Odessa to set up their press, which seems to be a loose 2-2-1 to make them just kill time rather than to force turnovers.
And they do force one, though, there. They'll take that. And here comes Bernicow. Jalen Bernicow kicks it to the corner. Jair Stewart. And back up for Earl. Jordan Earl, strong drive to the hole for Odessa. And they're right in this thing. It's a 2-point game with 2.5 to go in the first quarter.
It's a great take, and it's like we said, create your own opportunities. If you don't like what the defense is showing you, make them show something different. That's exactly what he did with the nice little spin move and getting into the lane and then a massive block on the other end.
They had that trap going on up high, Barnett, and then a nice play defensively down low.
Absolutely. They practiced their press a lot because each player knew where to be. When one sells out to go to the trap in these danger zones, the others fill in the gaps with you. And credit to Whittington for being in the right position and getting a block.
Nice crossover here from Harvey. Takes it in, it doesn't go. And Jordan Earl, who's been all over the place, gets it up for his teammate. Bernicow takes it right to the hole. And Busby with a rebound and a foul on Odessa. It's on Stewart.
And you can see in the replay, it was a good take and just a tough finish for anybody at any level. But I like that they're being aggressive and getting to the rim. Earl's
called for the foul as he goes into the signage behind the net. He's all right. That's going to be the fourth team foul for Odessa here in the first quarter. 1:58 to go.
I like it. I like Apple was pushing the pace. They were attacking the press, and they were able to draw 2 quick fouls.
Busby gets it in. Harvey feeds it into the middle. Dylan Griffith, he is blocked from behind by Amari Whittington, but Apple still has it, and then they throw it away.
That's all Whittington coming in, collapsing on the shooter, creating chaos. He's been all over the floor already.
Whittington's playing like Miles Turner out there and blocking everything that's in or around, whether it's at the three-point line or down in the lane. He's telling you, get that out of here.
And Odessa's defense has just been so dominant today as they turn the ball over there.
That's Ray Carrier, who scores for Appoquinimink on the turnover. It's 11-7 with under a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Remember, donate to the SL24 Foundation by visiting unlockthelight.com/donate. GiveButter.com/SL24 Classic. And scan the QR code you see there with your phone right now to help SL24 in the mission to educate, assist, and support high school and college students battling depression. That's why we're here this weekend. Funds raised will help SL24 provide valuable services at Sean's house, which we talked about, including the Pier 24 program, and then the Sean's Rooms located at St. Mark's High School, the warehouse in Wilmington, Delaware, and coming up at St. George's High School as well. Approaching a minute remaining first quarter. Three-pointer on the way is no good by Jalen Bernicow. Another foul. They're going to call a jump, actually. It's going to be possession arrow to Appoquinimink.
Mike, one thing I want you to take a look at is how many of the players start to take the NBA range threes. I think I've seen 2 so far, and whether it'll take them a quarter or 2 to figure out, the regulation 3 is a step in, because they've been taking some deep threes so far.
That's a good point. I mean, that's out there.
He still almost made it, too.
He
Just
did.
a little bit short.
Harvey, mid-range, little long, good offensive rebound. The ball is still tipped. Odessa's going to come down with it. Whittington. Three-pointer on the way. That's in and out from Bernicow.
That was a good call on that, Barnett. Immediately right on the other end of the floor. Another NBA 3. I feel like you could hold that ball just a little bit longer.
Yeah. Holding for the final shot here of the first.
I would.
Well, that's not going to happen as they travel and turn it over. So it'll be Odessa's opportunity with a 4-point deficit, 16.3 to go.
And this is another one where you need to be patient, but if something's given to you, take it. As you can see the turnover here. If you have that opportunity and there's still a little time on the clock, I feel like you have to take that basket and just get back on defense. But be patient. You've got plenty of time to get a shot off.
5 seconds to go. Stewart gives it up for Earl. That's a 3, and it's off the mark. Offensive rebound, and not in time. And did not get that shot off in time as Wilborn's upset as he knew it. Officials are going to come together as after the horn sounded. Yeah, no basket. What are you thinking, Barnett?
I thought it was good.
I thought
one of the I thought it was not good, but I thought one of the officials was given.
I thought
I saw that too.
But no, I didn't think it was close.
That's the end of the first quarter. Odessa and Appoquinimink here, game 3 of 6 in the 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic. Back in the second quarter, right after this.
Mike slices your sub right in front of you, see? The slicer, the meat and cheese, it has a rhythm.
This is the rhythm of the slice, oh yeah. The rhythm of the slice, this is the rhythm of the slice, oh yeah.
Order for Danny?
Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Billboard.
The 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic is being brought to you by CBM Insurance, DSM Commercial, High Five Hospitality, and iHeartRadio. Welcome back inside the Chase Fieldhouse. Mike Corey, Barnett Harris, Declan Landis. As we get set for the start of the second quarter, it's Odessa and Appoquinimink. Game 3 of 6 here today of our total of 8 high school matchups, girls and boys, here on this Saturday from Wilmington, the 6th annual SL24 Memorial Basketball Classic. A lot of merchandise on sale here as well. You can get it here inside the Fieldhouse, online, the short and long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, hats, beach towels, tumblers, magnets, and much more. That all adds up to help out with the foundation as well. I get that long sleeve every year here, Barnett. I'm going to go get another one. I got to check and see. It's the blue one, but I saw one of our staff members wearing the white. I don't know if that's for staff only, so I got to find out about that.
You know, I have a hard time with white T-shirts. I really don't trust myself, around.
It's usually at nighttime. I wear it to bed sometimes.
That's smart. That's smart.
It's a cold night.
I was telling Barnett, I'm a big hat guy.
Okay.
So before the day is over, I'm going to get like a nice trucker hat, something you can wear out, and really just all of the merchandise is incredible, though.
Jair Stewart knocking down the 3 for Odessa to cut the lead for Appo down to 1 to start the second quarter.
I like it. They're off to a good start. They ran a good play, got a wide open 3. Good execution by Odessa to start off the quarter with the ball.
Yeah, they've really turned it on after somewhat of a slow start, and I think it's that aggressiveness. They just kind of built up some momentum over the course of the first quarter.
Riley Busby for 3. He did it earlier, misses on this one, though. Jair Stewart the rebound for Odessa. They got a chance to take the lead here after starting down 6-0 in this game. Then they used a little 4-0 run after they were down 9-3 again by 6 as well. Good inside move there for Tyshawn Wilborn, and Odessa leads it by 1.
Really strong move. He used a couple dribbles to feel him out, feel his body, feel where he is, and then he made his move. He saw where he was leaning, hit the turnaround, and then got a nice big man move.
First lead of the afternoon for the Ducks, and then they get a block inside. Earl, and then a traveling violation. Gives it right back.
I mean, that's tough. Great defense, rotating over, putting that ball against the glass, but you know, it's those kind of turnovers that kill that sort of energy. He had a break opportunity for an easy 2 points and just couldn't convert.
Busby. Dylan Griffith. Not there. Stewart the rebound.
Really good help defense by Odessa, and then way to slow it down. They've been scoring when they've been running through their sets, and way to realize that he could have pushed it to try to get a layup, but he slowed it down to run the set and try to get an easier bucket or an open shot. And they're taking their time now. They've really settled into the game, so credit to Odessa.
Yeah, why not work that ball back into the post that worked last time, you know?
Well, instead, Burdicow takes it in. Busby goes down. No call. He gets the bucket. Odessa leads it 14-11.
On the flip side, Apple hasn't been doing too great in the half court. So if I was them, I would pick up the pace again because when they got off to a hot start by pushing the pace. So I would try to pick up the pace and force Odessa to really play that defense.
It's going to be a backcourt violation on Apple.
And such an underrated part of that possession, Odessa's communication. And communication is so key to great defense. Everybody knew where they were going. You mentioned it earlier, but you could see here, they forced that errant pass because they knew exactly which lanes to fill. And that's so key, especially when we're talking about March and April and basketball playoffs.
Timeout. Odessa. I was looking at some of the numbers here, guys, for Sean's House, which opened back on October 1st, 2020. It's all part of the SL24 Foundation, where your donations from the online auction, the merchandise, the ticket sales, all goes directly to help support, fund Sean's House and the SL24 Foundation. Over 24,000 visitors through the door since it's open. 67,000 people plus educated by the SL24 programs about mental health and suicide. And 4,000 plus sessions with Peer 24 support specialists. And they trained over 200 people as well. So that's what it's all about, right? You walk in there, you speak to your peers, you get help, you talk it out. It's been phenomenal. And I think some of the shots you're seeing, it's just, you get a bite to eat, get a drink, get a coffee, hang out. I love it.
I love it. It's amazing. I've seen both iterations. I've seen Sean's House as it stands today, and I've seen Sean's House when Sean lived there.
Right.
So it's just seeing how it has risen both in stature and substance over the years. It's just amazing to see.
And it's so cool, especially when you talk about Sean's House. It's 24/7, right?
Yep.
And you have those people, so many people trained that could be there all the time. And sometimes it's as simple, at least speaking from my own personal experience, as being around other people, sitting in a chair. Maybe it's watching sports, maybe it's sharing some pizza, as that was a tough and one conversion there. But I feel like that's the most important part of their mission, is just supporting people, loving people when they need it, and showing empathy. And Sean's House is able to do just that.
Dylan Griffith here for Appoquinimink. Hit it on the arm and got the basket.
And I love how Apple pushed the pace there. They picked up the pace, they threw a three-quarter court pass, and it led to an and one and a good finish and getting that added free throw by Griffith.
He ties the game at 14. This is what we were expecting and hoping here between these two today. So far, back and forth, up and down. Good high-level basketball, competitive. 3 minutes gone by in the second quarter. We got 5 minutes remaining. This is game 3 of 6 today. The SL24 Classic. Oh, good spin move. What a take to the hole here for Tyshawn Wilborn for Odessa. How about that?
He is aggressive at attacking the lane, and he's getting low. So it forces the defender to get lower to try and stay with him. And he's really good at controlling his body, and he has a nice soft touch. as Odessa causes another turnover and gets the ball back. So I'm impressed with Wilburn so far. He has really good footwork, can handle the ball, and can get a little spin move. Work his little shimmy down there.
That's right.
You got to move like that, Mike?
I don't have those moves, Barnett. That's why I'm on the air. I kind of figured that out from a very young age. I think ninth grade I figured, I'm not going to go too far with my hoop skills. Maybe I should start getting on this broadcasting thing early.
It's important to know yourself.
That's right.
That's what we're all trying to do.
Got to know your strengths. Oh, what a block here inside by Odessa. That was Jair Stewart, number 5, coming across and making the play. A lot of blocks in this game already.
It is block city. And a really good help defense by Odessa. A good attacking. He beat one defender, and another one was there to help him out. So really good team defense by Odessa. As we see the nice block.
Harvey on the take, and he is fouled. So Daniel Harvey.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but circling back to that block, we've seen all the help defense, and it boils down to coaching. I feel defense is such a mentality. It's a mental thing. It's how much effort you want to put in on the floor. And Odessa has shown us they want to be aggressive. They want to go out and attack Appo, and they want to win this ball game based on their defense.
Second foul on Jair Stewart for Odessa. Appo's within 1. Luke Fisher coming in for the first time today. Stewart takes a breather.
Harvey's been playing pretty good so far. I like his game. Controls, attacks, not afraid to get in and bang with the big guys as he goes 1 for 2 from the line. I like his game and plays good defense.
It's about finishing, right, on both sides. We've seen some really good, strong drives to the hole. But a few times just missing inside.
Absolutely. But those will fall. So it's about not letting those get in your head and maintaining that aggression, maintaining your confidence to shoot and to attack and not getting discouraged.
Here's the steal. Earl gets it up quickly for Bernicow. Spinning and scoring. Yeah, just like that, right?
This is great team basketball right there. He pushed the pace. He hit a spin move. And what a nice soft finish.
I mean, the body control on that spin, it looked like he was falling. He gathered himself and finished it. That was just unbelievable. This Odessa team is firing on all cylinders.
There's a foul from behind on Odessa. It's on Tyshawn Wilborn.
Now, what I would have loved to see from Wilborn right there.
Or check it, Scott. Go ahead, Barnett.
I would have loved to see him get there a second or two sooner as it was going further away from him, and his guy was in the corner, and then he could have maybe already been there or been there to draw the charge rather than get a reach a foul around, as we have a timeout by Appo, 30-second timeout.
3 minutes and 11 seconds to play in this first half. We're in the second quarter here. This is a really good game so far. Odessa 18, Appo 15. We talked about it. You see it on the signage when you come in about the 6th annual SL24 Basketball Classic. More than a game. And I think all these players understand that. We had some great interviews and asked them what you are more than an athlete. And you should hear, and you'll see it throughout our coverage this weekend, of the responses about, what else are you dealing with? What else do you have to go through in life? You're not just an athlete. And I think, Barnett, right, we see all these things on TV. We see the game. These are people. They got a lot of things going on. Everybody's dealing with something.
Absolutely. And sometimes, including high school and college, but especially professionals, you see people treat athletes like they're not human, like they're just like they're Batman, and they don't go through, as Harvey hits a nice deep three, that they don't go through the daily struggles that normal human beings go to. And as I saw in those clips, they do. Yes. And I'm glad that they're open about saying we struggle just like you struggle. Just because we play a sport does not mean we don't go through the frustrations and stresses of life.
Big block inside by Ray Carrier for Appoquinimink after they hit the three, as you said, Barnett, to tie this game at 18. And Odessa's going to inbound underneath their own basket. Declan.
Yeah, absolutely. I just thinking about, getting to – I attend Temple University, and getting to work in the media and meeting these athletes that – on the outside, they're working all the time. They're trying to attend classes at the same time. They're looking at the next level, trying to figure out what their life is like after that. And then to even think about it in high school as well, they go through so much. And you think about it, 5-6 years ago when we had the first SL24 Memorial Classic. As you see the turnover here on the other side, and a huge and one.
Carrier, count the basket. Apple goes back in front, 20-18. He's got a chance for the three-point play.
And a strong take to the rim. You'll see it on the replay.
What a feed from Harvey.
Apple plays their best when they push the pace. And Harvey knows how to control the game. He has a good feel for the game. And they go at the beat of his drum. And when he's firing on all cylinders, when he's pushing the pace, Apple is at its best as Perry gets 2 and the buck, as Carrier gets 2 and the third.
Wilborn was called for the foul, his first for Odessa, and we're back and forth here today. Appoquinimink with a 3-point lead, 21-18, right down the lane the other way. No good of the shot. Wilborn, the rebound is there by Luke Fisher.
Hard to box out somebody that's that much taller than you. He's at the right place at the right time, gets up and gets the putback, and those are big points, especially when we get down the stretch here.
We have a good game on our hands, fellas.
Raifa for 3, no good, tipped around, rebound Jordan Earl. We do have another chance for a change of lead here if Earl takes,
good
dishes,
pass.
there it is.
Good pass, good finish by Wilborn.
Selfless,
Good pass.
selfless basketball.
Earl saw that, he knew that he would draw that player, and he saw that the entire way. I could see his vision there. Good strong take by a guard, and smart play, and credit to Wilborn to be ready for that.
That's going to be a foul there on Vertical.
What I would like for Vertical to do is get a little bit lower and slide with him rather than he was a little off balance, so he gave him a little bit of a hip check and knocked him off balance.
And that's the 15th foul here in the second quarter, so an automatic 2 shots coming up here.
Mike, I would have loved to see Wilborn slam, bam, thank you, man, there.
He just needed the 2 points.
What a pass.
You know who to like that layup? Coach Harmon, Bill Harmon.
Yes, he would.
He's perfectly happy with that layup.
He'll be here later. We had Scott Klatskin and Bill Harmon doing a great job.
I was on the call with them
last night, yeah. And you as well, Barnett.
2 legends in our game. They're doing the University of Delaware men's basketball team right now, playing against Rice at home. My alma mater.
A lot of basketball here on this Saturday afternoon. This is game 3 of 6, and it's off to a phenomenal start. Tied at 22. We've got just over a minute to go in this second quarter. Ball gets tipped and off the rim. Riley Busby's got it for Appoquinimink. Feeds the cutter. It's Raifa, and he goes back up to the top. That's going to be a traveling violation.
Just got a little too excited. Saw his opportunity to get to the lane, and his feet moved before he did.
I know it's 56 seconds left, but I'm not so sure I don't hold for the last shot here if I'm Odessa. Go into the half. Apple gets the ball coming out of half. Go into the half, maybe with a little bit of momentum.
It's a good point, because you don't know whether, if you don't score here, that Apple's going to want to come back and hold for the final shot. You'd rather, I hear what you're saying, you'd rather kind of take that matter into your own hands here, but it's not going to happen. It's a traveling violation on Earl. I think you and I have said that twice today, and then we've had subsequent traveling violations.
I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure if I'm Apple, if I don't hold the ball for the last shot. You get the ball coming out of half, you steal the momentum and start it out coming in the second half.
Third time's the charm. Nope.
They will not. Busby, he puts up a 3. They take that instead. It's a 3-point lead now for Appoquinimink, and 22 seconds to go in the first half.
Busby has some range.
He
Mama,
does.
there goes that man.
Very good shooter. Bernicow feeds it over for Fisher, and he scores on the mid-range shot with 12 seconds to go. It's a 1-point game. Appoquinimink taking it up here, leading 25-24. Daniel Harvey. The runner doesn't go. Odessa's got a chance here. Heave-ho from half court. And that's the end of the half.
Luke Fisher said, Mama, anything you could do, I could do better.
What a start here in this game for both teams.
It's just an absolute battle. It started on the defensive end, and now the offenses are starting to come alive. Really, it's going to be blink and you miss it.
3 ties in this game. Odessa's led 3 times. Appoquinimink has led 3 times. And we're at the half. We'll take a timeout. Appoquinimink 25, Odessa 24. Game 3 of 6 today, and an awesome day of basketball to support the SL24 Unlock the Light Foundation. We'll be back with more. Stay with us here from Wilmington, Delaware.
More than an athlete, I am inspirational.
I'm more than an athlete, I'm a peer supporter.
I am a leader.
I'm a student, I'm a son, I'm a brother.
I'm a believer.
I'm more than an athlete, I'm also a person, a human being.
I am a strong-minded young man.
I am more than an athlete, I am patient.
I am more than an athlete, I am valuable.
I am more than an athlete, I am strong.
I'm a student of the game.
I am a work in progress.
I'm a big sister.
I'm a fighter.
I'm the future.
I am a student, son, and brother.
I'm more than an athlete, I'm responsible.
I am a role model.
I am a student, I am a scholar, I am a friend, and I am a brother.
I am more than an athlete, I am a coach.
I am outgoing and funny.
I'm more than an athlete, I'm a friend.
I am more than an athlete, I'm always moving forward.
Sometimes all you need to change your life is a sign. Like an actual sign that's like above you. And no, I don't love beat ups just because I'm a buffalo with wings. Frankly, that's offensive and reductionist. It's like they made beer into a place and gave that place sports and chicken wings. And the people, the best. Sparty! You're dead weight! Yeah, this place is kind of like heaven. You know, without needing to get hit by a bus. Let's go sports bar!
our delicious Thanksgiving dinner and Christmas cookies for many of our international guests who aren't able to go home for the holidays. We're able to make sure that 136 always feels like home. In this hallway, you can find different legislative bills that have been passed in the state of Delaware, all supporting mental health. These bills are of special importance to us at Sean House because they've all been passed either with our support or have been signed right here in the house. This is our backyard, one of the favorite spots of Sean's house. You can often find guests out here enjoying the sunshine, enjoying the views of the Normal, or gathering around the fire pit for s'mores after dinner. Thanks for stopping by Sean's house, the mental health safe haven for youth in the area, where you can always stop by, you always feel welcome, everything is free, and you always feel like home. Welcome to the award-winning Lighthouse Cove Event Center in Newry Beach, the Mid-Atlantic's premier wedding venue destination, offering beach-inspired weddings, receptions, and special events on the road all day. Whether it's simple and understated or grand and elaborate, Lighthouse Cove Event Center delivers a once-in-a-lifetime wedding experience.
It's incredible, the journey we're about to start. Reimagining it all to take children's healthcare where it's never been. Well, beyond medicine.
I felt like, you know what, I'm on the road to recovery. And the fact that all these people that said, I've been there before you, dude, I felt that same feeling. I felt loneliness and fear and doubt. I had moments where I felt I was totally alone. And your story is my story is yours. And God, every time I heard that time and time again, I said, I'm not alone. Listen, when I passed over 32 years ago, I'm from Nazareth, and there's no shame to that. I don't think there's any stigma in asking for help.
When talking to a person who is depressed or suicidal, it's crucial to approach the conversation with empathy and understanding. Let the person know that you're here to listen and that you're not going to judge them for what they're going to say. Use open body language, maintain eye contact, and give them your full attention. If the word suicidal is said, try to maintain your composure. Having a strong reaction to something they say might make them feel like you can't handle the conversation or like they need to take care of you. Instead, just listen and have a neutral expression. Let them know that you are there to support them and they can count on you during this difficult time. A simple statement like, I'm here for you, we'll get through this together, can convey your support. While being sensitive, it's important to ask direct questions about their feelings and thoughts. For example, you might say, I've noticed you've been going through something. Do you want to tell me about what's bothering you? Avoid minimizing their feelings. Resist the urge to say, is everything going for you? Or it's just a bad day. Although well-intentioned, this might make them feel like you're invalidating them, like they're not being heard. Instead, say, this must be extremely difficult for you. Thank you for trusting me and coming to me and talking about it. Another situations. Keep yourself and your business safe by forming an LLC or corporation with us. Gordon Taylor, LLC. Bringing our experience to your experience.
The 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic is being brought to you by Kevin and Marion Healy, the Marticelli Restaurant Group, Nemours, and Salesian. Back inside the Chase Fieldhouse in Wilmington, Delaware, as we get set to start the second half. Appoquinimink 25 and Odessa 24. Welcome back, everyone. Mike Corey, Barnett Harris, Declan Landis. What a first half by both of these two teams. Super competitive, back and forth, fast-paced. What did you see, Barnett?
I saw when Odessa got into their sets, they found the shots that they liked. They executed their plays really good, as we see. And I saw when Harvey, on a flip side on Apple, when Harvey pushed the pace and led his team, Apple got whatever they wanted.
And Apple started out really fast, really got on top of Odessa quickly, thanks to their pressure, but Odessa answered back. As you can see, turnovers were a big part. Odessa's help defense was huge, and that beautiful spin move really sparked the Ducks offense.
Top scorers in that first half. Tyshawn Wilborn had 11 points for Odessa, and Daniel Harvey, who you talked about for Appoquinimink, had 8 points. As the second half is upon us here, in our third game of 6 in the SL24 Memorial Classic here, our 6th annual here in 2024. And, I was just thinking about it, Barnett, you go back and it's hard to fathom that it's been almost 6 years since we lost Sean Locke back on July 18th, 2018. And we know he's looking down here and probably very grateful for what is being done in his honor and his memory, and also raising money to help others with mental health and struggles via Sean's House, Sean Rooms, and the SL24 Foundation.
Absolutely. It's amazing to see the growth, and it's just amazing to see the excitement and enthusiasm about the people who either get to visit Sean's house or who volunteer to help grow and build and make it bigger and more of a resource for the community.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, no better way, like you said, Mike, to celebrate Sean, his passion, his love of basketball, than to put on all 8 of these incredible games. And we've got a heck of a battle here between Odessa and Appo that I'm sure Sean would have loved.
We ask you to help us out, to donate. Visit unlockthelight.com/donate. GiveButter.com/SL24 Classic, and you can scan the QR code with the phone that you just saw on the screen a moment ago. And it helps to donate to the SL24 Foundation. Visit unlockthelight.com for more information. It's all on the website. We got the online auction. We got the merchandise coming your way as well. The online auction is over $15,000 right now. We still have a long way to go here today, so that certainly helps. The merchandise on sale here at the Fieldhouse and online as well. And that online auction, signed jerseys from Eagles defensive end Brandon Graham, Brian O'Neill, the former Salvies and now Minnesota Vikings offensive lineman. You got signed footballs from Eagles defensive tackle Jordan Davis, Troy Reeder, former UD great, Sally's great as well, now in the LA Rams. And how about a signed mini helmet from Kansas City Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco, who's going to be playing in the Super Bowl next weekend.
Amazing. You just so make sure you donate. You get some amazing items from some Delaware locals, some non-Delaware locals, but it's incredible.
And it all goes to a great cause, too. Yeah. Not only are you getting something out of it, you're helping somebody that is at a low point and needs people desperately. And all your money is going toward that, so that's just a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. As Harvey was able to draw the third foul on Whittington, but was unable to convert any of the free throws. But Apple gets it right back.
And here they come. Riley Busby trying to feed it. It got knocked away, and it's going to stay with Appoquinimink.
Mike, what I'm seeing here is there's been a little bit of loose play. I think both teams need to settle down, run a play that they're good with executing, just to see something go through the hoop. We've had a few turnovers to start this third quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And it could start in the half-court set here. Be aggressive, get to the rim, and that's what they do.
Well, they tried. I agree. A little bit of a sloppy start here to begin the third quarter. That was Waifa that was unable to finish. Here's a 3 ball on the way. Dyson Scott counted for Odessa. They are back in front by 2. Strong move and a good shot there from Scott.
Mike, I guarantee you they run that drill in practice. Someone drive up to the free throw line, you have a man leading, and he sets up. We ran that so many times when I was in high school and at the University of Delaware. It looked picture perfect.
Certainly did. It was a great shot, 27-25. Odessa and getting the rebound here, and here comes Jordan Earl.
They're running this 3-man weave, 4 out, 1 in, maybe to try to run a set to get Whittington or Wilburn back in the action.
Earl on the deck with it, and it's going to be Apple that comes away with it. Ray Carrier was in there to knock it away. Busby brings it over, gets it to Harvey.
That was a good way to get back and get set. Apple had an opportunity to really push the pace there, but Odessa got back and got set and forces them to bring the ball out to run a play and get a rebound, but a nice take by Harvey. And now Odessa's pushing the pace a little bit.
Scott again, and he goes in. This time doesn't go. The tip is not there from Wilborn. Apple still looking for points here to start this third quarter, and there's going to be a jump ball, tie up. We're going the other way.
Now Odessa's defense has stepped up to start this second half. We mentioned it, communication is key for them. They've played really well in the half court, as you can see. The jump ball here. Just great defense, and they're hoping it leads to their offense, but a turnover there into a lot of traffic.
Harvey to the corner. Raifa, no. It's a traveling violation. We've got a lot of travels so far in this game here today.
And I've seen a couple travels on the catch and shoot. I think the guys need to have one foot planted so they can just go up smoothly. I've seen that over the past 2 days in a few games we've had so far, a number of travels on that catch and shoot.
Where was it there? Did he shift the feet?
I think they say he caught the ball and then he did the jump start.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a hop in the replay. You could see him.
Okay. Now we got a foul underneath, and Odessa going to be shooting free throws. Ray Carrier called for the foul.
And again, just another strong, aggressive take. And you knew they were looking to draw fouls, an offensive board. And it doesn't go in, but you get 2 free shots at the line.
Tyshawn Wilborn, and he'll get another. You look at both of these teams, guys. You see Coach Andre Wilborn for Odessa. On the other side, Tom Purse, head coach for Appoquinimink. I mean, there's a lot of athleticism, and you're not really worried about who's got the ball and who could score. A lot of these players are capable of going one-on-one, shooting the outside shots. You're not dropping off is what I'm kind of trying to refer to for each team.
I agree, and I think it's part of the chemistry. I think these guys like playing with each other, and they know where each other's strengths are. I mean, just look at that. Just look at that 2-man action right there. I have my man drawing up. Now let me dish it right now, and then you draw a foul. I think that goes to the chemistry. It goes to the cohesion that both of these coaches have instilled in their teams, and it's leading to good results in games like this.
Yeah, they want to play defense. They know how good they're at it, and they want to win this game. And you could just feel that with every possession seems to matter to them. There's not many careless plays. There are a few turnovers trying to make extra things happen, but you can tell every single time they touch the ball, or every time Appo touches the ball, it matters to them.
Yeah, Wilborn was called for the foul. The free throw line was Caleb Raifa. And it's going to go the other way here for Odessa, hanging on to a 3-point lead. Under 5 minutes to go in this third quarter.
That was a great pass from from Griffith to Raifa right there.
To the corner, Stewart. Earl has it. It's back over for Dyson Scott.
If I'm Odessa, I might run something for Wilbur. He has a hot hand. He may have drawn another foul there, but he has a hot hand, and he's been playing really well.
Bodies flying all over the place as Griffith gets it over now to Raifa, and he scores. Caleb Raifa.
They have a little good 2-man game going, Mike. They got some chemistry right there. It seems like you're saying Griffith to Raifa back many times today.
Unselfish play on both ends of the court. We got a timeout here with 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the third. 1-point game.
If I'm Apple's coach in this timeout, I'm telling my guys, whoever gets it, push it. We're pushing the pace. We're sharing the ball. We're pushing it. We're pump faking. We're drawing the fouls, and we're doing all we can to get to the line or force Odessa's players to block, take charges, or get them in foul trouble, make them make the decision.
Yeah, how often have we seen Appo get downhill and Odessa have no answers for it? That's where they play their best basketball. They got to get back to that. Don't even worry about a half-court set. Just get to the rim.
I think it's good time out here. That was the only basket for Appo so far in this third quarter. They got one field goal and then one free throw as well. They had 25 at the half. Remember, donate to the unlockthelight.com, givebutter.com, SL24 Classic, or scan the QR code with your phone. Help support the SL24 Foundation for mental health awareness, educating, assisting, and supporting high school and college students battling depression. When we talk about Sean's house, you can go in there anytime. That's the good thing about it, right? It's always open. Doors always open no matter what time of day or night it is. And the amount of people they've helped have been tremendous.
When we say 24/7, we mean 24/7. It does not matter when you are experiencing your distressful moment. Our doors are really open.
And it's so important, too, because oftentimes...
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Heads up. Diving over the scorer's table there.
Looks like he's all right. I love the hustle.
There's Raifa. And he is going all out here today.
Every single player is. And that's what you love to see. This is the kind of effort Sean would give. Every possession.
Great effort right there. I wish one of those people over there would have caught him. I guess they had to make a business decision.
A lot of maroon sweatshirts in the front row, too. You feel like they would have helped out a little bit.
Right over to the PA equipment.
As we get that squared away. Great take by Earl in the finish. I like his game, Mike. I think he's a strong guard, has a good feel for the game, is not afraid to attack and get in there with the big guys. But in the same moment, Raifa says, anything you can do, I can do better. Let me take it off the dribble and finish with the right on the left side. He hurt me, Mike. He hurt me.
Both teams responding back and forth. It's back to Earl again, and he dribbles it out of bounds over to Appo.
Just two really solid backcourts on both of these teams. You can tell they're guard-led, they're guard-heavy. Both guards have been scoring. They're battling back and forth, and this is the kind of game you love to see. This is why I love Delaware High School basketball. It's so competitive. Everybody wants to win these games. As you can see, wow, he elevated on that, but he looks hurt.
I believe that was Harvey on the take, and it's going to get two.
They get Earl up, I believe, right? Yep. Jeez. He hit the deck hard. He's saying, I don't need a sub as he walks back up to half court, but Coach Wilburn was like, let me get you a little bit of a breather here, or is he not coming in for him? No, it's a substitution for Jair Stewart's coming in for Dyson Scott. There's Harvey. Game is tied at 31. Daniel Harvey trying to put Appo in front. Can't do it. Offensive rebound, though, on this try, no. But Ray Carrier's going to have two free throws. And he could put Appoquinimink back in the lead with 3:05 to go in the third quarter.
Mike, you can't allow that to happen. Not only did he get the offensive rebound, but he was in front of the Odessa guy by the time the ball came off the hoop. And that just cannot happen off of a free throw. And now it provides them an opportunity to get two more.
Well, I'm sure it's tough. You know, you would know better than me, but I'm sure it's easy to kind of get in the routine of free throws. Like, this will go in. I don't really have to worry about it. And he caught them napping. He got right in front, got the offensive rebound, and had a chance at some points there.
As Carrier goes 1 for 2 from the line, and it allows Apple to get into a little bit of the pressure. But Odessa breaks it.
Oh, and they're going to call the offensive foul.
That was a very generous charge call right there. That was a very generous charge call, but credit to Busby for willing to sacrifice his body there.
All right, here you go.
I'm going to plead the fifth on that one. I'm going to say, we'll let the refs ref, but it did look like he walked into him a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
It's bang, bang. It's super fast. It's one thing in college basketball I do a lot, Barnett, you guys know. they're trying to make a point of emphasis there, and it could be the initial defender, but more like sometimes secondary defenders coming over trying to slide in at the last minute, take a charge. You got to get there and you got to get set.
Absolutely.
Okay, because that's actually a safety thing too, where you're going to try to undercut somebody who's already on his way up to the hole. So they're going to call that, that blocking foul most of the time. So again, it's a close call.
And as they should. I mean, that's a textbook block. You're blocking the opponent's path. That's kind of what we saw there. I understand. It is, like you said, Mike, it's bang, bang. It's hard to tell in the moment. It's just, I feel at most times Ty should go to the ball carrier. That's just a me personally.
I agree with what you're saying. Free throw line here for Appoquinimink. Caleb Raifa, who's had a really good game today for them.
And I didn't love that foul by Wilburn. He tried to go for a steal in a dead zone where he could have just trapped as Raifa makes the second, and he picked up a foul that he didn't really need to pick up. And it now again provides Appo a chance to get into their press and apply some pressure that Odessa, again, seems to break. 7
points for Raifa, by the way, for Appoquinimink, number 2, as they're up 3 with 2:36 to go here in the third.
We've talked about Odessa's aggressive defense, but there have been more than a few fouls that are kind of careless, and it begs the question, how aggressive is too aggressive? When do you lay off as a defender? Because that was a strong take as well, but just a little too strong.
Aggressive.
Whittington got that offensive rebound after the Wilburn miss.
I like Odessa's big guys and how they attack.
Oh, nice play. Raifa on the defensive end, trying to go coast to coast, got knocked out of his hands, and does it go the other way? Let's see what the officials think. I think they got one saying one way, one to the other. It's going to stay with Appoquinimink here.
Caleb Raifa has a sixth sense, because every time I give Odessa some type of credit, he either steals the ball or gets a layup. So he must have an ear pierce out there. Yeah. I'm giving you credit too, Caleb.
Gets bumped and fires it up. It doesn't go. The rebound by Earl for Odessa. It's a 3-point game here.
I love the aggressive play this third quarter by Appo. They're imposing their wills, and they've drawn 5 fouls.
Tell you what, I feel like that timeout really helped them here, right? When they had it midway through the third, they only had 1 basket. All of a sudden, they've turned it up, like you said.
Feels like they all collectively took a deep breath and reset there. As another good take by Bernicow.
The foul goes on Appo's Brandon Whittington.
I like his game. He likes to get to the hoop. He's not really shooting that much. He believes no matter which defender's on him, he can get to the hoop. And so far, he's proven it.
Well, and in these tight games, too, like go in there, get the basket, get a foul. We've seen a few and ones here. There's no reason to fire up long shots here in this nip and tuck game throughout and give that other opponent a chance to push that lead up to, like a double digits. We don't need that.
Absolutely, as he hits the first. And he's long, too. So he's long and athletic as he goes 2 for 2 from the free throw line. I really like his game. He's not afraid of the contact either.
You're watching the 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic from the Chase Fieldhouse in Wilmington, Delaware. Help us with our fight against mental health. Visit unlockthelight.com/donate, givebutter.com/SL24 Classic, or scan the QR code now with your phone to help the SL24 Foundation and raise funds here in year number 6. 3-pointer for Appo. 36-33. Here's a shot on the way for Odessa. No, but a foul is called. Jair Stewart is going to go to the free throw line.
Mike, just today alone, we have seen 4 fouls on 3-point shots. And there's some cardinal rules of basketball. That is never throw the ball in from under your hoop, and then never foul a 3-point shooter. And we've seen 3 bad fouls, 2 for 4-point plays, and 2 just to get 3 shots.
Yeah, how about that?
And it just should not happen as we get the first one from Stewart to go in.
Yeah, no question. It was an out-of-control closeout, too. At some point, you just got to maybe clap in the hands, maybe do something like that, but you can't jump into the shooter like that, especially in today's day and age. And it's 3 easy points for such a good guard.
It's almost like you got to think about when you're trying to block a field goal or an extra point, when you're coming in on that angle,
Absolutely.
where you're not going to hit the kicker. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you want to close out. I get you, Burnett. Most of the time, you got to be in his face, but he got him with the body, and it's putting Odessa a chance here to tie this game at 36. Jair Stewart, and he does just that. What a game today. 1:05 to go in the third.
Just an impressive defensive battle from both of these teams. We knew this was going to be a heavyweight contest. Who's going to get knocked out? Who's going to stand up at the end of each round? And right now, I mean, it's neck and neck. This is unbelievable.
6 for Jair Stewart, and we are tied at 36. 1:05 to go in the third quarter with Declan Landis and Barnett Harris. Mike Corey here with you today from Wilmington, Delaware. And I want to get a quick story in here, too, about what Sean meant to you, Barnett, you as well, Declan, and how much this event, can't believe that we're in year 6, but means to him, the entire foundation, and everything that we're doing to help create awareness around mental health.
I mean, it means the world. Sean was a great teammate, a great friend, and he was, even though a walk-on, he was the only walk-on to be unanimously voted captain in Delaware basketball history. So it just speaks to the respect he commanded and deserved in that program, and he was just amazing. I miss him to this day, and he was just an amazing ambassador of everything that's good in the world.
He was just such a special person. He, the Locke family, our family friends with my family. My mom taught Kat, his older sister, and it was so special to know him. He taught me how to shoot the basketball. He helped me foster my love for basketball, as did you at our Mount Aviat basketball camps. So it was so special to know him. He was one of the most kind, compassionate, caring people in the world. He didn't have to be in the Mount Aviat gymnasium in the middle of July trying to teach a bunch of kids how to play basketball. He absolutely didn't, but he did anyway, and he cared about each and every single one that he ever came across. And this event is just the perfect way to memorialize him. We all come together and share this love of basketball that he had.
Well said, guys. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Odessa and Appoquinimink tied at 36. Odessa, and I think twisting his ankle perhaps that time there was Tyshawn Wilborn as he got the ball to his teammate and went right down. So they're quickly coming out to attend to him and his left leg and ankle. Let's hope he's okay.
And what I think happened is when he reached and tipped the ball and then got it, I think he tweaked his ankle just on some weird placement, and he went down. Or maybe
calf too. Yeah, he's trying to shake it off.
Oh, that might be a cramp.
Yep.
That might be a cramp.
Either way, he's coming to the sideline.
That'll be a big loss. He's been an enforcer both on the defensive side as well as offensively, so they might have to rely more so on Whittington while Wilburn is out, and have some of their guards attack the defensive and offensive glass with him, since it just will be Whittington down there.
Get him the fluids, but he's out right now, and it's going to be Odessa bringing the ball up the court with a tie game at 36 and 40 seconds to go in the third.
I know I'm going to sound like a broken record, but I might wait for the last shot here if I'm Odessa.
We'll see if they listen to you here this time, Barnett. It's not the style that these two teams have played at here. They're looking for the shot, and once again, it's Burnicow.
Wow. Mama, there goes that man. Burnicow for 3, baby. That was from Dame Lillard, ladies.
That was unbelievable.
Is that Burnicow or Dame Lillard?
For a guy that can score at any single level and is so hard to defend, when he starts hitting a shot like that, how do you even fathom playing defense against him?
And Odessa taking it the other way again. The offensive rebound, no, as Dyson Scott had a chance at it as he goes down, but big 3 and an emphatic one at that, as you heard from Barnett, as Jalen Burnicow drains the 3 ball to put Odessa on top. That's the end of the third. We will be back, fourth quarter, in this awesome matchup here with Odessa and Appoquinimink from Wilmington, Delaware, the SL24 Memorial Classic.
Brotherhood that embraces you, a school that sharpens you, a tradition that inspires you. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. So go forth and do not fear changes in life. Instead, look to them with full hope. God, whose very own you are, will lead you safely through all things.
The 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic is being brought to you by TKO Hospitality, Ward & Taylor LLC, and Diamond State Financial. Welcome back, everyone, here in the Chase Fieldhouse, Wilmington, Delaware. Started the fourth quarter with Odessa and Appoquinimink. Mike Corey, Barnett Harris, Declan Landis. All right, here we go. This has been awesome, guys. Kind of wondering to see what's going to happen here in the final 8 minutes. Let's start with Odessa. Thoughts on what this group has done here with a 3-point lead coming into the fourth?
Incredible. They've been taking their time. They've been executing their plays, and they've been getting open shots and drawing foul and finishing through the lane.
And on the other side of the ball, Appo has played some good defense, but I think they need to keep getting to the rim. That's where they played their best ball, in transition, keeping Odessa on their heels, as you could see it there.
Couple of blocks inside, but Dylan Griffith is going to go to the free throw line for Appo here. A little bit of a recap for you. Appo's Caleb Raifa had 8 points in that third quarter. He's got 9 for the game. Tyshawn Wilborn on the other side for Odessa's got a game-high 13 points. The foul was on Amari Winnington for Odessa. That's his fourth, so he's going to go out. And in comes Tyshawn Wilborn, so he's going to be okay now. He was cramping up a little bit, got some fluids over there on the sideline. He's back in action.
Mike, if I'm Apple's coach, as Griffith makes the second, if I'm Apple's coach, I'm telling my guards, be aggressive, attack the lane. They're down one big. So that means it's going to rely, they're going to need to, Odessa's going to need to rely more on Wilburn, and that's going to provide opportunities for driving lanes, either whether it's Harvey, Raifa, or Griffith. They've all shown that they can be aggressive when they want.
Yeah, it's a good point. Apple coach Tom Purse in his 7th season, 30th overall, a lot of experience over there on the sidelines for this group, and let's see if they can finish this one off strong here. Instead they get called for the foul. Griffith picks up the foul. Second on him. Earl looking, and that's a tough pass up to the top. It was deflected, but his teammate Bernicow got it.
Apple's running a little bit of a zone, giving a little bit of a change of the defense. Let's see if Odessa can adjust to it. I think if I'm Odessa, I want to play through the middle, have someone in the middle of the zone to be that presence and to draw the defenders in.
Earl had it, then he goes into the post area now, trying to set up. And on the outside, they give it to Bernicow, who's also got Jair Stewart and Dyson Scott, who controls it. There's Earl, swings it to the corner. Stewart for three. How big was that? They worked the ball. They end up getting a three-pointer.
Incredible ball movement, incredible teamwork, but that just give credit to Earl. He got it. He drew the defense in and had a wide-open three, and they were able to convert it.
Incredible patience as well. They didn't force anything as Busby is short on that three. But they were able to hold on to the ball and find the best shot, and that is so key.
Yeah, that's the point, Declan. I agree with you. Yeah, I looked at Earl, who was actually telling his team, hey, hold up here a little bit. He put his hands out like, let's get a good one on this possession. And then he went into that lane area, and he was the distributor there that time.
Absolutely. Great leadership by him. And he's the leader of this team. I can't give credit to Odessa anymore because Caleb Raifa hears it every time, and he says, Barnett, stop it. What a great shot, a great three, and then a stop and another steal for Raifa.
And he scores it, and Appo is now in front.
What a finish. He's been a man on a mission this second half. He's been aggressive. He's been playing smart on both ends of the ball, and he's just a full guard, bringing it on both sides.
He now has 14 points for Appoquinimink, and they lead it by 1. Earl the other way. He's blocked and fouled inside. They call it a Ray Carrier, who's going to pick up his second personal foul. Free throws coming. Odessa can go back in front. We've had 6 ties, 6 leads for Odessa, 5 leads now for Appo.
And I love the aggressiveness from Earl. He saw that Appo was cutting it closer. They took the lead, and he took it in his own hands, got to the rim. He missed that first free throw, but he has a chance to tie it up again here. But you got to appreciate a guard that can take it into his own hands, knows what his teammates need, and gets to the rim, even though he missed both free throws.
Yep. Griffith. And nobody's there. Intercepted. Earl's got it.
And they have numbers.
Again to the corner. 3-ball. Scott. Tapped around. Almost in the follow. Right in front from Tyshawn Wilborn. Count it. He's got 15 points to lead all scorers.
Right on time. He really needed that. He hadn't scored in a few minutes of game action. He really needed that one. Right on time. And Odessa needed that one.
And then he immediately impacts the play on the defensive end. That's why you need him in this game. He is so important to this team.
Scott dumps it inside again. And Wilborn, the recipient from that pass. And Odessa leads it by 3.
Mike, if I take anything away from this game, it is just that these players, as Harvey gets a big bucket for Apple, these players love playing with each other. They are so selfless with the ball and are willing to make the extra pass, even if they might have an open shot.
Turning this day into high gear here with 4:40 to go in the fourth quarter. Odessa and Appoquinimink, it's been tight throughout. Scott pumps it inside, and the easy bucket again for Wilborn, and he is having his way. He's got 19 points.
They're really that dribble and kick. They're really opening up the lane for him. And credit to Wilborn. He's finishing. He's controlling his body. And even though Busby tries to charge, he knows better to go straight up.
That's a nice pass out to Raifa, and he does it again for 3. Caleb Raifa, timeout here. Tied at 48, our 7th tie of this game with 4:06 remaining.
Mama, there goes that man, Mike. Mama, there goes that man. Caleb Raifa, have you a day as a kick out, wide open, lines it up, splash.
I'll tell you what, if I'm a team in the state of Delaware, I hate watching this game because these two teams are so good. How do you defend somebody like Raifa? He's doing it all over the floor. And then on the other end, you've got Earl, you've got Wilborn, you've got so many people that can do anything with the rock. I mean, these are two teams we're going to watch late into the DIAA playoffs.
I'm glad I'm on this side of it now because my stomach would be turning. If I ate in the morning, it might be coming up. My stomach would be turning right now, but such an exciting game.
Caleb Raifa, number 2 for Appoquinimink. He's got 17 points. On the other side, Tyshawn Wilborn with 19 points to lead Odessa. We're tied at 48, fitting the way this game has gone back and forth here. And what a great start to these final 4 games that we have for you today. This one and 3 more for the SL24 Memorial Classic here in our 6th year. Coming up after this, Ursuline and Imhotep Charter on the girls' side. How great is that game going to be?
Unbelievable. Ursuline is one of the best teams in the state of Delaware, possibly even ever. There's so many players in that lineup that could slot in and give you 40 on any given night. And Imhotep Charter is just an unbelievable team, an unbelievable program as well. They always turn out contenders in the state of Pennsylvania. It's going to be an absolute battle.
Then St. Elizabeth's versus Howard, and we close out the night with Salesianum and Sanford. So a lot of basketball here to come in Wilmington. Pass is intercepted. Busby's got it, gets it up for Raifa, and he brings it back out. They're going to survey the situation here. Now he wants to take it in. The runner, too strong. Fight for it. Earl had it. His teammates got it here for Odessa as bodies fly again. Bernicow controls it.
Credit to Bernicow for slowing it up. He could have pushed the pace, but he's like, I want to run a play. I want to execute something. Let's get a good bucket.
And chew some of that clock, too.
Now instead, a steal. That was Zaire Stokes that got in there for Appoquinimink. Now it's Raifa on the jumper. No, Stokes comes flying in, and he was out of bounds.
Mike, that was about a half a second away from being the Sports Center #1 play, not just top 10. If he takes a half a step more and then jumps, oh my goodness.
Ooh, look how much airtime he got on that, too. He was hanging, waiting for that ball to come down.
Coming down with it, you're right. If he took an extra step, his elevation would have been at the timing of that ball. You're right, could have threw it down.
That would have been pretty cool, I'm not going to lie.
Instead, when he did come down with it, he was out of bounds. So 48 all here, and Odessa gets it back on the offensive end. Up to Earl. Guarded by Harvey. 3-point try on the way. It is in and out from Bernicow.
Hit every part of the rim right there, Mike.
It is coming down to it here. 2.5 remaining in this contest. Daniel Harvey on the run, kicks it. That is a 3 ball for Appoquinimink, and it's no good from Stokes. And Odessa's got it back again.
Mike, I don't hate that shot, but why not play the hot hand? Why not drive and kick or have Naifa there?
Another steal here for Ray Carrier for Appoquinimink as he brings it in, and he misses when a foul is called.
The rim is not fans of this game so far. I don't know what's happening here. This ball is almost all the way down and somehow rims out. Again, more aggressive basketball from Appo. That's what works for them. Just doesn't get the shooter's touch.
Certainly a continuation opportunity there. Could have had a 3-point play. Instead, now Carrier is going to try to give them the lead with the 2 free throws, and he can't do it.
Free throws are going to be so important coming down. We have just over 2 minutes left. It's going to be a game of 1s and 2s. Like, you got to get your free throws, and you got to limit your fouls.
Bernicow was called for the foul, his 3rd for Odessa. 1 more free throw here for Carrier. It's good. And Appoquinimink now leads it by 1, 2:10 remaining in the contest.
Mike, if I'm Odessa, I might call a timeout here just to calm my guys and make sure and have a. That's why I'm not a coach. That's why I'm not a coach.
That's why they have Wilborn. He's got 21 points today.
What a game we have on our hands here.
Odessa leads it by 1. Busby leads in, draws the foul. Oh, they're going to call a traveling violation.
And I think that's the right call. I think he took a hot step and then kept moving. He stopped his momentum and then started again. I think that's a good call by the officiating crew, but it's so close. As we take a look at the replay here.
It was a close call. Odessa's going to take it here into the front court. They've got it a trap up by half court. We can get a timeout. Yes, Odessa calls timeout. Earl was trapped. They retain possession with 1:26 to go in the game and a 1-point lead.
That was close to being backcourt violation right there, Mike.
Yeah, great timeout.
Very, very, very good timeout right there. What do you want to see here coming out of the timeout, Mike? If it's me, drive and kick, get something for Wilburn.
I'm trying to think back when we go to that replay with Busby that's a tough call. Yeah,
it is a tough call.
Kind of stopped, I thought, then leaned in. I know he was trying to draw the contact. That's why I initially said, oh, he got fouled, but
I don't know.
Those are big calls here now late in this game with a 1-point game and 1:26 to go. But I know you've called for it multiple times tonight, Barnett, but nobody is holding for any shot. They want to just go right at the rim. So we're probably going to have 4 or 5 extra possessions here for each team in 1:26. So I wouldn't be too worried about it if you're Appo down by only 1.
Absolutely. And if I'm Appo's coach, I'm telling them no matter if they score or we get a stop, let's push the pace. Let's force let's force Odessa to get a stop.
Fans, help us make this another incredible year for the SL24 Foundation. UnlockTheLight.com's got all your information this entire weekend. Your donations, the online auction, merchandise, ticket sales, all goes directly to help support and fund Sean's house, Sean's rooms all over the state, growing, and the SL24 Foundation for mental health awareness. The goal to educate, assist, and support high school and college students battling depression. Odessa ball and a steal taken away by Dylan Griffith. And he gets it back, puts up the mid-range, and it's good, and Appo's back in front by a point.
It did not look like he had control, and somehow he did. A huge steal, knocks down the baseline jumper, just what the doctor ordered for Appo.
He's a PTP'er. But you know what?
Wilborn, you were calling for it. He couldn't get it. It's a tie-up on the deck. It's a jump ball.
Odessa's ball, Odessa's possession. We got a few PTP'ers out here. Prime-time players.
And some people I'm sure we'll see at the next level.
Timeout, Appoquinimink. As you said, Barnett, possession arrow favors Odessa. They have it, down 1, with exactly 57 seconds to go here in the contest. Each team has 1 timeout remaining. 7 ties in this game.
Unbelievable. This is, I mean, we knew this would be a battle, and instead we got a war. This is a heck of a game.
So along with the 7 ties, each team has also led 7 times apiece in this game. Let's go back to some of the highlights here.
Absolutely. Good steal. Way to push it for Raifa and pass it to his partner in crime, Dylan Griffith.
And the strength on that play, but the strength on this play too. Almost got it to go, and then heads-up awareness, tying the ball up, and Odessa gets the ball.
All right, guys, let's talk about it. 57 seconds to go. Coming out of the timeout, it's going to be Odessa possession. Leading scorer, Tyshawn Wilborn. He's got 21 points. He almost got that one inside there, Barnett. Give me your take, then Declan, your take with Odessa on offense.
I'm doing exactly what they just did. Run a play, attack it, give it back to Wilborn, or take it if it's not there, and then attack the glass. If you miss it, give yourself a second chance.
You got to trust your defense. Any open shot, you take it. But you got to believe that your defense is going to get this stop on Appo. A quick bucket doesn't matter. You just got to get one.
I try to look for potential backdoor as well, the way that Appo's been overplaying some of those passing lanes. They've got a lot of steals in this game. How about a little fake pass there, Barnett, right? See if you can open something up backdoor.
I like this, though. See what the defense gives you. Get as much space on that floor as possible.
Right. Spread them out here. You got Earl. 47 seconds to go. Earl wants to take it in. He spins. The double team comes over. No look pass inside. Oh, what a finish.
Wow.
Amari Whittington.
Good pass right there, Earl. I didn't see that, but he did because he has a vision like Allen Iverson.
The court vision, like you said, unreal. Found the right guy at the right time, and he made the play.
He's in the trap zone.
And he called a timeout. Harvey did, and he was in trouble up by half court, and that's going to be the final timeout of the game taken by Apple, but they had to. He was in some trouble.
Absolutely. We call those the danger zones, Declan, in college. That means anywhere on this side of the half court, when someone picks up the possession, the closest man, you trap, especially within a minute, because it's like you're having 3 defenders on him. He can't go backwards. He hopefully would just not throw it forwards, and then you have a nice trap. And they almost got one right there. But heads up play by Daniel Harvey calling that timeout because he was in some serious trouble right there.
And we were lucky enough to get another look at that beautiful pass that led to the go-ahead layup for now. But like you said, Barnett, heads-up awareness on defense. We've seen it all game for them. They've been able to communicate. They've been at the right spot at the right time, and they did just that. But another big factor, they still have the possession arrow if you're Appo. That could be big as well. Any tie-ups are going to go right back to the Jaguars.
Yeah, good points, guys. And excellent shots from our crew. Mike Widley, Zach Fraley, Darnell Vaughn, Anthony Stewart, and our cameras today. Great job, guys. 25.7 seconds left. It is Appoquinimink possession. Riley gets it into the backcourt for Harvey. 52-51. Apple ball. Down 1. Out of timeouts. Harvey kicks it. Riley, it's a 3. It's good! Riley Busby knocks down the three-pointer.
You just knew it. You knew if he got the ball again, he was going to make it. There were almost too many misses for this not to happen, and he knocks it down when it matters. A great find on the wing. And just a beautiful shot from Busby. Look at that. Wow.
You said it earlier about his shot-making ability, and Riley Busby flares out to the corner, gets the pass from Harvey, and Appoquinimink is now up 2 with 14.1 seconds to go, and Odessa has called their final timeout here. Now what do you do?
I am doing pretty much the same thing they've been doing these last few possessions, attacking the lane, and either now that you have both Whittington and Wilborn out there, I'm giving it to Earl or I'm giving it to Bernard Cowell. Yeah. I'm telling you, you take your man and you drive, or you drive and kick.
Earl's been so good today facilitating for Odessa.
He really has it. He's been lethal going to the rim, but I think the biggest part out of this timeout is game winners are great. I love game winners. They're super cool. You don't need to win this game on this basket. Take it to overtime. Your defense has been really, really good. I think the most important part is you don't force a three. You get a good shot.
I love the point, Declan. I'm thinking the same thing, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You gave up a three. You don't need a three here. You're absolutely right. And the game still continues. Hey, if you do what you did, Barnett, and you get the ball inside and get an easy basket, you might get fouled, might get a chance of the three-point play. So we'll see with 14.1 seconds to go.
Absolutely, but it's got to be in the hands of Bernicow or Earl. Let them establish their dominance, let them drive, and let them make a smart play.
Earl gets it in, and he gets it back. Still in the backcourt, the pressure here from Appoquinimink, trying to make it difficult. Dyson Scott, corner, it's a three ball, it's Bernicow, it's off. Fight for the rebound, it's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Odessa possession with 4 seconds still to go. So they did try a three. Bernicow was short, but they still have a chance here with 4 ticks left.
And he took an NBA three. I wonder if he's a step in, whether he's there.
No timeouts remaining for either team. Keep that in mind. Earl has to get it in, does so. Gets it into Wilborn, he lost the ball, and it's going to be Appoquinimink possession.
Wow.
Oh, that's a tough play right there. That is a tough play. Just slipped a little bit, and the ball goes off of his hands.
Got a foul here with 1.8 to go. Busby to put it in, and they do get the foul. They almost get the steal, and it's Tyshawn Wilborn who's called for the foul. That's going to be his 4th. But that's only the 3rd team foul, and that's what happens here until you get to the 5 to shoot the free throws. There's only 1 second left. It's not something you're thinking about right toward the end of the game that you're like, oh no, I got to foul 3 times here, and there's only 1.8 to go, so it's tough.
Yeah. If I'm Apple, I'm just throwing it into the front court. Make sure it goes somewhere where it can bounce in the court, but don't even give them an opportunity to steal.
Another foul, but the clock has expired, and that's it. Appoquinimink and Riley Busby on the game-winning three-pointer. There he is, number 15 in white for the Jaguars. Gets it done, and they win by 2 in an outstanding game here today. A 2-point victory. Wow.
Great game. We were in for a treat, and it was a great game from start to finish. Hats off to both teams. They played incredible in both ways, but Apple did enough to get the W today.
And you hate to see it come down to a mistake, but it was such a good contest. Both teams played great games, and like I said earlier, if you're the state of Delaware, I think you're nervous because you saw these 2 teams put on a heavyweight classic, and they could go toe-to-toe with anybody else in the state.
It was outstanding. Each team led 8 times in this game. We had 7 ties, and Riley Busby, who ends up with 9 points for the game, all on three-pointers. None bigger, of course, than the final one that he knocked down to give them this 54-52 win today. And the 6th annual SL24 Memorial Classic. All right, guys, we still got 3 more games to go, so that's a great start.
I was going to say, it's going to be tough to overcome this, but I can't wait for somebody to try.
For Declan Landis, Barnett Harris, Mike Corey, so long for now. We'll be back with a lot more here from the Chase Fieldhouse in Wilmington, Delaware. 3 more games to come. Ursuline, Imhotep Charter, then St. Elizabeth's and Howard, and Salesianum and Sanford as we help raise funds for the SL24 Unlock the Light Foundation. Back with more after this from Wilmington. Thanks for watching.